Welcome back everyone to the Merciful Metal channel. My name is Thomas and I hope you guys all had a good New Year's. This is gonna be the first video of this year and I wanna just start off showing some more records. Yeah, this is gonna be another episode of Record Round. Kind of wanna make my own show. You know, you have stuff like Tipsy Tuesday from Aaron and 6 with 6 Strings from Darcy, you know, stuff like that. It would be fun for me if I had something like that myself. Concept is just simple. If you haven't seen the previous episode, I'm gonna show 5 records that I think deserve more attention, are underrated, whatever. They deserve some attention, they deserve some love. Underground records, kind of underground. You know, I don't think everyone has heard these, but they deserve to be heard. You get the point. So again, I have here 5 records for you. Hopefully a good new start for your year as well, discovering some new cool music. Yeah, there's also, like, it's gonna be mostly looking at this more traditional heavy metal. But for the hardheads, I've also one extreme metal record just as the previous video, just to satisfy you all. So here we go, enough talk, you get the point. This is the first record that I want to show, and this is Savage Grace, After the Fall from Grace. This is their second record from 1986. It's a US power metal band, and man, this record is fantastic. Otherwise I wouldn't show it in this series. I have the original inner sleeve with the lyrics. It's what you want speed metal or US power metal to be. It's just so, it has balls, it really has balls, like heavy riffs, but also a lot of melodies. Especially the vocal performance for me stands out. It's just so good. I think on this record, if I'm not mistaken, the guitarist took over the vocal duties. That guy might be mistaken with another band, but yeah, there is just so much good stuff on here. Age of Innocence, Flesh and Blood, you know, Destination Unknown. And that's just the B-side, my favorites of the B-side. So just catchy songs, they get stuck in your head. And on the A-side, probably my favorite, you got an intro like 1.5 minute long, A Call to Arms, which is actually a really nice opening and transitions really nice to the next song, We Came, We Saw, We Conquered. Sounds a little bit cheesy, but it's a really good song. Trial by Fire, the chorus is nice, but the verses kind of have this demonic sound effect to it, which I know it's kind of a back and forward story kind of thing, but don't really like it. But I'm like, in this series I also show you some examples of the music. There will be some music clips for you to hear, so you have like a direct impression of the music. And I'm gonna show you guys, or let you guys hear an example of probably like my favorite song of this record, and that is the title track, After the Fall from Grace, because that chorus of that song, it's just, to me, it's just so perfect, so beautiful. It's really that build up and the high end vocals, it's just so fantastic. I'll let you hear a clip. So yeah, Savage Grace, After the Fall from Grace, from 1986, US power metal. If you don't know this record, check it out. Really check it out. It's speed and power. Next up, I have showed this record before because it was one of my best pickups of 2020. It was a grail that I could cross off my want list. This is Luzbel with, I always have to check, Metal Caído del Cielo. Metal falls from the sky, if I'm not mistaken. It's an EP. It's their first effort from 1985. Only 4 songs on here, but man, Luzbel is like one of the best classic Mexican heavy metal bands. If you dive into Mexican heavy metal, then Luzbel would be your first destination, and this would be like your first stop. Really, like I said, only 4 songs on here. You can see the lyrics on the back, but these 4 songs are just so good. It's traditional heavy metal. They are all just so catchy, memorable. Love all these songs. First song, El Ángel de la Lujuria. But yeah, the hooks on that song, really fantastic. Second song, El Loco, also like a little bit more power in that song. Very like catchy stuff. I don't want to repeat myself, but that is just what this stuff is. It's just so like it really has kind of a cheerful kind of atmosphere to it. It's really hard to explain, but it really like a happy feeling to it. If you listen to this, for me, I listened to this in the summer of last year, and it just makes me happy. It makes me warm. It's so catchy, so melodic, so fun record. Esta noche es nuestra. This night is ours. That's probably my favorite song of this record. It's like a mid-paced, I will say glammy kind of song, but it really is that cheesy, upbeat love song, something like that, you know. And the last one, La Gran Ciudad, the big city, is kind of I wouldn't say musical song, but it really has that playful vibe to it, you know. Fantastic songs. If you don't know Luzbel, if you don't know this record, I highly recommend you check it out. No pongas pretextos para vivir nuestra libertad. Quizás mañana tu maquillaje y mi corbata nos hagan cambiar. Esta noche es nuestra. And then the third record, this is the extreme one of this episode, and this is A Massacre Signs of the Decline. It's death metal, kind of death metal on the thrash side. Yeah, these guys are from France. This record is released in 1992. This is their third record, if I'm not mistaken, their second or third. I believe they're third. But yeah, like I said, it's death metal, but on the thrashy side, you know, that Altars of Madness kind of sound. There are lyrics on the back. This is the original one from 1992, and I just wanted to show it because it is a picture disc. Say a backside is the same. But yeah, these guys are really good. All their records, or like their early records, like the first 3 or 4, really good extreme metal records. If you like that death thrash raw sound, then these guys are just fantastic to check out. Yeah, they're from France, so it's kind of obscure. If you know a little bit more death thrash, then you might have heard of these guys before. But if you don't, and you want something fresh and new, death thrash and new, yeah, check these guys out. Fantastic record, fantastic stuff. Next up, we're gonna calm down a little bit more. This is Traitors Gate, The Devil Takes the High Road. This one was released in 1985. It's new wave of British heavy metal, but 1985, little late to the party. But still very good stuff. It's still really in that early new wave of British heavy metal atmosphere, that vibe, that feeling, you know, the galloping stuff, etc. And not exactly, because this is a High Roller reissue, so it's easy. You can easily get it. I should know this, but I don't know if this was originally released as a 7-inch, because the new wave of British heavy metal has a lot of singles. So I don't know if this was originally a 7-inch. I believe it was. If it's not, excuse me. But yeah, this is High Roller reissue, 6 songs on here, and this is just fantastic new wave of British heavy metal. If you don't know these guys and you want some nice Nawabum, check these guys out. Especially the A side for me is good. The title song is probably their best and most well-known effort. The Devil Takes a High Road. Love After Midnight, mid-paced, fun song. Shoot to Kill is really upbeat, really catchy. Love that song. So if you want some new wave of British heavy metal that you don't know yet, then check this record out. Really good stuff.
Our systems go, God save our souls. Enter the wonder, deceiver, the liar, traitor, who knows he will more. Shoot to kill, thousands of hearts like breaking. Shoot to kill.
And then the last record of this bunch, number 5, and this is probably, definitely my favorite of this bunch, because it's also one of my favorite records of all time. Heir Apparent with Graceful. There's a cat scratching on my door, but this is hold on. No. Anyway, where was I? Heir Apparent, Graceful Inheritance from 1986. This has to be one of my favorite records of all time. At least a top 10 record for me, because it's just so good. Distraction. Yeah, there's just so much good stuff on here. Besides, like, Running from the Thunder, which is, there's not really a place for that song on this record. I don't know why they put it in here. It's not bad, but it really takes the record down for me a little bit. If that song was not on there, then this would be a near perfect record to me. It's just so good. If you don't know this record, it's also US power metal, but more in the vein of Crimson Glory, Queensryche, stuff like that. It really fits perfectly in that line. Not only because of the genre, the progressive US power metal, but also, musicianship-wise, songwriting-wise, because the vocals, especially like the really high-end Jeff Tate vocal style, really one of the most memorable things of this record. The vocals, really love those. Melodies, just so good. Everything, the songwriting, the songs are so good. If you listen to the opening track, the first song, Another Candle, that already proves, like, to me, I love that song. It's so good. Really shows what this record has to offer. The Servant also, fantastic song, Tear Down the Walls, very catchy, very upbeat and high tempo, like high energy song. The Cloak, really nice, Running from the Thunder, fuck that song. Hands of Destiny really takes the pace down a little bit, but like the songwriting is so good, the lyrics are so nice and well written. Then one of the best efforts of this song, from this record, is the song Keeper of the Rain. It's like a slow ballad kind of song and then really kicks in your face later on, but it's just such a beautiful song. And then also one of my favorite, Nightmare. That is such a fun, catchy, high energy song. It's so good. If you don't know this record already, then I highly recommend you give this a spin, give it a listen. I'll put a song example in here if you already noticed that. But yeah, fantastic song. The bass on this record also, like, really outstanding, really good. Just so talentful, musicianship wise, songwriting wise. I could praise this record to heaven. Yeah, I really love this record, and if you don't already know this one, then I hope I'll be your introduction to this one, because it really deserves so much more love and attention. So that was it, 5 records on Record Round. I hope you hear something interesting in here. I hope you check out some of these records. I hope you discover something new, because that's really my purpose of this episodes, to introduce you guys to some new music. Yeah, if you enjoyed this, leave a comment. I love to talk to you guys. So I hope you guys have a great 2021. There are some more on the agenda for me. Like I said in the previous video, I'm almost to 200 subscribers, so I want to do something, a contest myself, which will be probably somewhere in January. I hope you guys all join that one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, leave a comment, blah 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 blah. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.